In 2019, the Conservative Party won the British general election to get Brexit done and take back control, especially over immigration and asylum seeking. Part of this involves the Rwanda plan, where illegal asylum seekers crossing over from France to Britain in small boats over the Channel would be deported to Rwanda, where their asylum claims would be processed offshore.
But we cannot focus our support on those who need it most, or effectively control our borders without tackling illegal migration, which, Mr. Speaker, is facilitated by people smugglers, serious organised criminals that profit from human misery, who do not care about people drowning in the Channel or suffocating in the back of containers. We must break their lethal and evil business model by removing the demand for their repugnant activities.
Lord Alfred Dubs was born in Prague, and he survived the Holocaust by boarding a train from Central Europe to Britain, known as the Kindertransport. Since then, he's been elected as an MP to the House of Commons and appointed as a peer to the House of Lords. He is one of Britain's most high-profile campaigners on behalf of asylum seekers and refugees. Anadolu agency interviewed Lord Dubs for his views on the Rwanda plan.
Well, I do have a view. I mean, there have been doubts expressed about human rights in Rwanda anyway, and whether it is legitimate to even consider sending people there if one can overcome the other issues of principle. No, I think we have an obligation to protect people who fled for safety. I believe it is a shameful policy, and I believe it is one which will be challenged in our courts. I don't think it's even going to work. I think Brexit is a disaster. Take back control meant keep them out. Initially it meant keep the EU people from the EU countries out, but it was transformed into keep other people out. The Ukrainians are white, and the Afghans and the Syrians are perceived not to be white, and we've got to make sure that human rights are not based upon the colour of skin, they're based upon human need to escape persecution. And we've got to go on saying that. I think if I hadn't got on a Kindertransport, I doubt if I'd survived the Holocaust. So to that extent, the alternative to coming on a Kindertransport was pretty bad. And remember, in that time, 1938-39, no other country would take the Kindertransport children. It was only the UK, even the United States said they're additional to quota. So Britain had a very generous policy, although there were objections to it, in taking 10,000 children. Now, did we have a worse time? The journey was much easier. 2 days on a train. I said goodbye to my mother, and 2 days on a train and got to London.